Okay, I'm setting up everything right now. It looks like they are going to go for a lift. The mosquitoes are bad. So I'm out here fighting mosquitoes. To try to bring this to y'all live. This historic moment. What we believe is going to happen is it looks like they're going to try to lift the Starship tonight. Instead of waiting for daylight where we can see clear as can be, no, they're going to do it late at night to make it more difficult for us. So only us brave who comes out here to fight with the mosquitoes. Camera on. Why isn't the camera cutting on? Try this again. Camera on, power, menu. Let's try this again. Okay, menu. There we go. That's okay. It is quite dark. do have lifts moving down there. Where is my camera? Of course, I was trying to set up where I would have, there you go, better view. All right. They weren't allowing anybody out there. Hold on. Okay. Mic is reconnected. And if y'all have joined me, thank you for joining me. Good night. Welcome to jumping in. We're hoping to see a stack here of the Starship here. My camera should become active in a few seconds. And let's see, I'm going to turn off the HDMI. Let's leave the microphone on. They are closing the road again, so it looks like they are going to try again, at least according to the security. I have rushed over here to try to catch it, hoping to see something. Or to be able to make out something. I hear the frogs coming out. I'll be hooking up with the other camera. Maybe the other camera might have a better view here in a second. Okay, so I got a view up going so far. Like I said, I rushed out here, grabbing stuff together. They still seem to be closing the roads and stuff and trying to get people to move out of the area. So yeah, if you're out there giving the police any hard times, please stop. Please move. We are zoomed in quite a bit. Let me zoom out a little bit here. It'd be nice to be able to set up across from the pad, but they're not letting anybody over there. So just the guys with the robotic trucks. Lab Padre, keep up the great streaming. I don't mind if y'all go over there and watch their channel. They have some pretty good commentary going on. I see a light out there. I think that's a tower in Mexico. It is a beautiful night. The Milky Way galaxy, or not the Milky Way, but the Orion galaxy is right overhead right now. The moon is right behind us. So if anything, I might see if I can get y'all a moon shot since it is bright enough for it. Once I get this other camera set up. I'm just trying to get the tripod down through the grass. So I've been out here most of the day. I got a pretty bad sunburn from it. It is my birthday. I spent the day out here trying to catch it hopefully earlier today, but I guess they ran into too many issues. And from what I understand, Lab has a VR camera set up over there near the pad, and with that, if you pay for membership to get access to it, if you can get on there, you can scroll back to around 6:30 this afternoon. Elon was spotted over there at the pad going to inspect, so I'm pretty sure he's giving them a hard time. Trying to get everything ready for his presentation tomorrow. If I can plug this one out. There we go. Let me see if I can switch this up. There we go. Now we're pulling in some detail. Sorry about that. I went the wrong way. So we're live out here to try to see if we can see something as SpaceX might be doing a lift of Starship 20. If you're joining us, thank you for joining. I did not make it back to charge my stuff. So I'm trying to do without having to charge things and try not to lose everything here. Looking for our curl here. There we go. There we go. Let me switch to the other camera real quick. You can see the police lights down there on the bottom right from where they're clearing the people off the beach. So anybody who's watching, a like and a subscribe would be nice. Super chats would be nice. It is my birthday, but hey, it's no big deal. I was going to go eat dinner, but a little birdie told me that they were trying to go for this tonight. So I turned around and drove an hour and a half back as I was almost where I was supposed to go. Now, sad news was that SpaceX lost about 40 Starlink satellites due to gravimetric storms. Kind of messed up their system, made them think they were higher or lower than what they were. Those things happen. Those things are very hard to predict and even harder to prevent. Let's switch over to the other camera here. Up close here was a Starship. We got the catch arms, the chopsticks moved up to the Starship, to its mounting point. Whoop. For the lift. Let's see here. So we're out here at SpaceX, late at night, waiting for something to happen. While we wait, let me switch back to this camera here, and I'm going to try to see if I can get a good view of the moon for y'all. Well, I don't know if I can do that because it's right overhead, directly up. And this camera mount doesn't pivot that far. But let me try something and do it backwards. Don't do this at home. I do not recommend it. Because the cameras can be quite heavy and they don't like to be tilted this much. Let me zoom out. Okay, let's see here. We want to go that way. We want to go down that way. Now we want to try to zoom in. Give me a second while I work on this. I need to turn the focus back on. Yeah, I almost get it, and then it moves. Someone please tell the moon to hold still for me. Let's see here. Still nothing happening on the Starship side yet. And let's take a look at the moon here. I got the moon. The moon is slowly working its way down. It's still up in full sky. Let's switch back over this. Let me try a different setting on the camera here. Take a picture here. Okay, but y'all didn't come here to watch the moon. If y'all want to send some money and donations to support me, I am planning to do a live stream from the moon on the second Starship mission there. But I will need money to be able to afford that and to get tickets to that. So if y'all wish to donate and help out, that would be nice. It would be crazy. I wouldn't mind going to the moon or Mars. But I don't know if I will have that good of an internet connection unless I get a nice Starlink dish on the moon. And they set up some relays for that. Either way, let's take a look at the This incredible starship here. You hear a lot of wildlife out here, off in the distance. Some of it not as far as I would like it to be, but it doesn't sound like any coyotes or anything, so we're relatively safe right now. So I need to check that message. Now we do know they extended the road closures till 4 a.m. And I just got a text message. Boca Chica Beach is now officially closed. So the beach is officially closed as of 9:10 p.m. So that means something's going to happen soon. Hopefully sooner than later. Oh. And you can see up there to the right, that red dot moving, that is a drone. So the drone is out flying around. It has been for a while. It's now above the starship itself. I have some very long exposures. On the camera, so I may just do video. So we saw the drone move by. Oh, sorry, I hit that button again. I think that was a drone again. I'm not sure. So if anybody has joined me in chat, please say hi. If you need to leave for the night, I'll say one eye. One eye. I think that's right. That's Chinese for good night. Right now I'm still working on things here. Hello, David and Sonia. Hope you all are having a good evening. We're looking like we might have a stack of the Starship tonight. Not sure what time, but they officially closed the roads. To close the beach around 9:06, I believe it was. I have rushed all the way back out here to set up and try to catch this for y'all. I was on my way to dinner when I noticed it started happening to that. I was going to go treat myself to a nice dinner for my birthday, but instead, like a crazy person, I drove all the way back here just to try to catch SpaceX hopefully doing something. I do want to apologize in advance if I'm actually jinxing SpaceX and causing a lot of issues with this. Yes, it would be nice if they would do it during late daylight. For a number of reasons. Personally, because I'm tired. I was here all morning for the first one. So it has been really exhausting. Day for me, and I have a nice sunburn from that. And like I said, I was going to go up and visit the girlfriend for my birthday, but instead I stayed down here to watch what SpaceX was going to do, and then it looked like they canceled everything. So I then decided to go and try to have birthday dinner. And well, that didn't happen. Oh. And it's kind of hard to see. But so I'm out here waiting to see if SpaceX is actually going to do anything or not. For y'all. Maybe if I get over here. Oh, wait a minute. No problem. Thank you, Ron, for jumping in. Oh, here we go. Whoop. I just dropped my flashlight. There we go. This is going to look weird. Why not? I'll do it. Old school. This is Keith Wisner here with Mars Embassy, out here watching SpaceX, hopefully to mount Starship 20 on the booster. Y'all remember doing this as kids? Coast Guard veteran. Just being a little crazy right now as we're killing time. But yeah, not enough light for the iPhone to use that to connect or anything, so I'm not going to try that. I am currently donating a lot of blood to any mosquitoes that happen to be by, so if you know a friendly neighborhood mosquito, please send them this away. Sorry, I do not know my blood type. Something that most people usually do know. I don't know how many of y'all out there know your blood type. I've never had a need to know it. Did that quick disconnect arm move up there? Oh, wrong way. It looked like it moved out of the way. It does look like it swung out. Sorry for the shakiness. Turn back on that stabilization. Well, no, the road closure actually got extended to 4 a.m. That's the crazy thing. So I'm hoping I'm not going to be out here till 4 a.m. I only have 4 hours left on my battery pack. And I need to drive someone to the airport in the morning at 4:30. I would love to get some sleep before I drive someone. And I'm a little bit too far from my extension cord to reach the inverter in the car. But it does look like that quick disconnect has moved. So I'm going to use this camera and watch the base of the Starship. to see if it starts rising any. You know, it always amazes me when I'm looking out at the stuff on the pad at SpaceX. It kind of feels like a lot of these little vehicles are little toy vehicles in comparison. Mind you, if you do a super chat, I don't see that. So on here, well, they're not going to launch the rocket at nighttime, Kevin. They're going to be using the chopsticks, which are now currently near the mounting points of the Starship, to lift the Starship and place it on top of the booster. This is a historical first. No one's ever used a device like this to stack a Starship. Road closure was supposed to end at 10 p.m., but SpaceX has extended that till 4 a.m. So I'm going to try to live stream as long as I can. I am very tired. I do need to get back. Somebody wanted a ride to the airport at 4:30 in the morning, so I need to get some rest for that. Got the drone flying around again. This has been a crazy day for me. I got out here early this morning to try to catch it as we're going to stack it this morning, supposedly. Undoubtedly they ran into issues and they could not do that. So I had to leave. And I decided to try to go grab dinner. I was going to go and get a steak dinner or something. Today is my birthday, so was trying to celebrate it. And then I wound up hearing that they were going to try again. So I drove all the way back hoping to catch what was going on. So, well, just to let you know, we're out here at SpaceX, Starbase, Texas, Boca Chica, Texas, near Stargate. And here you can see the that's the high bay there, and the mid bay over here. In the background there, further back, this is the new wide bay that they're working on, that they should have. You got the other production tents over here. A lot of activity going on. And you got Stargate Command right over here. If I can get the camera to focus. Telephoto one is better. And those are windows. There's Stargate here in Boca Chica, Texas. Again, we got the high bay here. We got the booster number 7. Looks like they're working on that now. They got a lift up there. Some people are working on that. I'm actually using my iPhone, so it's kind of unsteady right now. Sorry about that. And that's the new wide bay. And you can see around the corner there's some more pieces of starships that they are constantly working on. Not sure which ones, but they're always busy. And I don't know if we can make out who's in Stargate. They're all over there talking, probably pointing, wondering what the crazy guy is doing. Out here feeding the mosquitoes late at night. U.S. flag flying proudly here at Starbase. Thank you for being so patriotic. And then the illuminated Stargate sign. Fuel production area over here. Booster number 3 back there. Or no, 5. That's never gone to the pad yet. And the edge of, I think that's the edge of Starship 16 or 15. But anyway, back to the pad. Still waiting for something to happen. We are live. And we got some nice people in chat. I appreciate y'all joining me this late night as we wait and see what SpaceX is going to do. It was a hot day. I do have a sunburn. I feel it on my neck from this. Again, like I said, this, spending my birthday out here. I keep reminding myself, I keep forgetting it's my birthday. But it's hard to make the time to get out here. So I was taking today off, not driving Uber or anything. So wasn't making any money today. I decided to go and have dinner and turned around and came back here. So I had lunch. I got some chips in my pocket left over from lunch. I just want to thank the kind person for bringing my lunch to me today. It wasn't necessary, but it was greatly appreciated. He's been a good friend for ever since I've been down here. Now, I want to remind you, I'm doing the best I can. I can't get close to the pad. They won't let anybody over there. So, if y'all do want a better view, I recommend Lab Padre. They got their rover cam over there, and they got some pretty decent commentary going on and talking there. If y'all pop on the Lab Padres, tell them that Mars Embassy sent you. That would really kind of freak them out. I have the other live stream, the musical live stream, running from the hotel. It's kind of hard for it to see anything from that distance because it's 6 miles away. And it's a different angle. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I remember. I can't place a picture what you look like, but yeah, I do remember talking to you. I'm not sure what shirt I had on that day. Today I have one of the shirts that was actually a birthday present from actually an employee at SpaceX. So it's a nice shirt that you can't get anymore. He was able to get that for me. He did tell me he has something else for me for my birthday this year. That was for my birthday last year. I don't know if they're going to do anything soon tonight or how long it's going to take them. Like I said, it's difficult for me to stay out. Oh, I do have that with me. I was looking for something earlier today. I thought it was probably somewhere in the hotel room. But it turns out it's in my pocket. Amazing how that works. I haven't had much luck in the past year, but I definitely have gotten the authorized Tesla repair facilities to learn a lot of new things. Sorry for the rudeness. I haven't eaten. Like I said, I was heading to dinner. I was going to treat myself. Do a good steak dinner for birthday. But I'm having to turn around and come back over here to try to bring y'all some good coverage with some different type of commentary. And do a live stream. So I'm trying to bring the best view I can from here. There are spots a little closer I could have gotten, but then the tower blocked the booster completely, so I had to move further back. It's okay, I got good cell coverage here. Yes, I'm crunching chips, I'm sorry. I keep debating if I want to work here at SpaceX and apply for a job here. But in all honesty, this is best for the younger people. I don't think I can keep up. With their pace. I think I got 4 people watching the stream. Waiting to see if something is going to happen. It is SpaceX, so we never know what's going to happen. Now, another thing, the road closure being extended to 4 a.m., it may not be just for this lift. It could be they want to get this lift and stacked and moved over, and then use the rest of the night to go and get ready for the presentation. Yeah, there's a saying, I just kind of tweeted it, to shoot the breeze, shooting the breeze. Now, I know that means have a casual conversation, but how did that become that, shooting? You don't actually shoot it. Just one of the weird things in the human English. I was talking to one of the waitresses last night at the bar. She's never heard of George Carlin, who was a comedian, 70s and 80s, that really used to love to go to town about words in the English language and how none of the stuff makes sense, you know. It really makes you think how certain things have come to be. Colloquialisms. Sorry, I'm tired. So yeah, we can see them moving people out, getting everybody clear from the pad area. There's more cars are kind of heading down there. A lot of vehicles. I don't know, I'm thinking these guys might be turning around. I don't know. Maybe people trying to get near the pad. I hope it's not people going to the pad. But I'm glad you're enjoying my channel there. Sorry for this fast scanning. Just trying to see if I can make out what those lights were. Just watching some of the vehicles down there. See if we can get an idea of what's going on. Again, there will not be a launch tonight. We're not sure when the launch is going to be. A lot of people are speculating sometime in April. Some are saying June or July. I say, let's get sn20 on top of Booster 4. Let's let Elon Musk do his presentation. And then for the finale of his presentation, light the candle. Let her fly. It would be nice to see that. And you know, I'm sorry that I monetize the streams for this, but you know, if I can make a little bit of money off the commercials, and I do mean a little bit, it's about 30 or 40 cents a day, if that. It helps. But it also allows y'all to send super chats, which helps a little. YouTube takes so much of that themselves, it's not funny. But even driving Uber, I don't know if y'all know or not, but Uber takes about 45 to 48% of all the rides. So if you use Uber, try to tip your drivers well, because they're not making what they used to make. Even when I came down here a year ago and decided to start driving Uber, I made a whole lot money back then, more money back then. It has really changed over the year. And, you know, what's Uber's excuse? COVID-19. So they have to take more because of COVID-19. But what does taking money out of my pocket have to do with COVID-19 for you? I don't really get it. bird flying late at night. Yes, birds do fly at nighttime. So it's almost 10 o'clock now. At 10 o'clock was when the road closure was supposed to end. And sorry, I'm moving the mic. There we go. At 10 o'clock is when the road closure was supposed to end, but they've actually extended it to 4 a.m. Again, they may not use all that time just for this. There goes the drone again. And you see it flying by low near the upper arms. And wow, it looks like a promising sign. Looks like a convoy of vehicles leaving, I think. Or lining up to leave. If you're in one of those Elon, stop on by and say hi. I would love to meet you one day. I kind of missed him. I was at the supercharger there in Florida right after the Crew Dragon 2 demo mission. And I used the supercharger and I left, and 10 minutes later he showed up the same one I was at. So I missed him by 10 minutes. Maybe if I would have gotten to see him and meet him and get him to sign my Tesla, maybe my car would not have had 3 accidents in 1 year down here. So yeah, we have vehicles leaving the area. There was somebody in a pickup truck style RV. I think he was sleeping across from the pad. Maybe they still had to wake him up to get him to leave too. And it can't be easy for them because they're going to have to go look at the dunes, check out the dunes, try to find anybody hiding out there at nighttime, get them to leave and clear the area. So if you are out there trying to watch SpaceX from the dunes when they are trying to close the beach area, please don't do that. It just causes a lot of issues for SpaceX. And then FAA will not like that they can't control the area. So yeah, you might think, you know, no foul, no gain. You know, what they don't know won't hurt them. But it can hurt them. It can hurt it for everybody. It could delay stuff. Part of the agreements that SpaceX has is to be able to control the area, to keep people safe. So let's not be rebellious and try to sneak back there anyway. And if you own a boat and you go into the areas, better restrict it. No, you know, because of a launch. I can tell you firsthand, when the Coast Guard catches you, and they will catch you, that is going to be one big fine you have to pay. And no, I've never had a fine like that to pay, but I have ridden them. I am a Coast Guard veteran. I spent several years in the Coast Guard Station Chicago, Lake Michigan Search and Rescue. And you get some crazy people out there. I always hate hearing steel drop like that. This makes me think, I hope they're wearing safety boots. That will hurt like a mother. It's amazing how I can pick up the drone on the camera when it flies by a lot easier than with my naked eye. Now the question is, how long do I stay out here? Do I stay here until they actually stack it? I mean, if I had 300-400 viewers, yeah. If I had thousands of viewers, definitely. But my channel's not that big. So y'all are the privileged few that are viewing your own private live stream from SpaceX with the Mars Embassy. One eye, Wyanie, Station. In case you're wondering, I was just saying, good night, I love you, goodbye, in Chinese. Washodabuhao. I don't speak it well. Okay, we see the police lights were on the beach there, around the dune area. I don't know what that one dot is. Y'all see that? Right near the top, in the middle of the screen. I wonder if that's a star. Is the camera picking up a star? It's not really flashing. And it's below the red light that's on the crane. There's a fuel farm. Still see a lot of activity, vehicles. I wish we can hear the PA system from here. But it's hard to hear their PA announcements this far away of all the stuff that's going on over here at SpaceX. You hear generators in the background. They are working to bring some pretty hefty power lines all the way down the road here. They've been installing those for a few months now, and they're getting ready to do some underground cabling the rest of the way, it looks like, instead of having telephone poles with the cabling all the way to get to SpaceX to help fulfill their power needs. Yes, SpaceX does have their solar panels, a small little solar farm here, generating some electricity, but not enough to handle all this stuff that's used for welding starships and everything else. Just to remind you, it's not so much about building a starship. It's about building the factory to build the starships. Everyone they've built, even if they haven't used it, served a purpose. It's teaching them how to build these. Teaching them how to build them the most efficiently and as rapidly as possible. Because it's not so much as building one spacecraft. They're not doing like Blue Origin or ULA, where they work many years just to build one rocket. They are building a factory to crank out rockets, and just to make as many rockets as possible, as many starships as possible, to start the space convoy going to Mars, to settle to Mars. That light's still up there, maybe. Doesn't look like it's moved any, so I don't know if it's a star or not. Yeah, there we got the police vehicles back there on the beach. Back behind SpaceX. James is saying it's starting to go up. Really? I see a lot of action out there. Vehicles moving and stuff. I'm going to take your word for it and start recording. James is our Canadian sleuth. He watches everything that's going on with SpaceX. We still have a lot of vehicles down there at the pad area, so it's kind of strange, but maybe they just move it far enough away. Employees, I guess. It's 5 feet off the transporter sign. Okay, cool. I keep forgetting we're looking at a massive spacecraft, so 5 feet doesn't look like much from this distance. Sometimes size does matter. But yeah, maybe we get to see them stack it. Tonight. So thank y'all for joining in and joining my small channel. I was just sitting at a tweet here. Well, yeah, they might be doing that, but from what I understand from lab, they did that last night. They actually lifted a little bit last night. And I don't know if you were here earlier, James, but when we looked up, let me see if I can get that for you. When we looked up earlier, you can see that the looks like the quick disconnect arm is off to the right there. And it's moved out of the way more. So it looks like it swung out to the right of the tower. That did not happen earlier today. So that might have been an issue they had, that the arm wasn't working. Which is understandable. This is something new. This is groundbreaking. No one's ever done anything like this. To use a chopstick system like this on a tower to lift a piece of delicate spacecraft equipment up to there. The reports were that they have tested the chopsticks with those weights. They have calculated that out to be about over 500 tons. Now, some people say the Starship with cargo is a lot lighter than 500 tons, but people keep forgetting these arms are going to be catching a ship, which means it's not going to be setting gently on their arms. It's going to be a little bit of bump. So you need to have that extra ability to catch that weight. So you'll need that extra buffer area. I'm still seeing a lot of lights from vehicles there near the pad. Hello, Nightbot. I normally see you posting stuff during the daytime, Nightbot. when it's not nighttime. Now you actually are here at nighttime. Yes, I am talking to a bot. We talk to our Alexa at the house too. We talk to our Siri on our phone. Or Bixby if you have a Samsung. Now I am seeing a line of vehicles. It looks like they're kind of leaving that site down there. So this could be promising. I hope the image is coming in clear. Daybot. Daybot. That actually has an interesting ring to it. Daybot. Daybot. Now, I don't know if everybody's new here, or if there's many people on right now. I can't really see the numbers at this time. I have been watching spacecrafts all my life. I never missed any of the shuttle launches. I went to many of them personally. And the ones I couldn't go to, I watched on TV and listened on the early days of the internet when they just had using real audio, a 24/7 stream from NASA where you can listen to the shuttle missions live. And it was kind of cool to wake up when they wake up because you hear the music waking them up. I also had a space shuttle simulator program back then that was very in-depth, that I could follow everything on a launch, where all the switches were, what they had to push, when, where, how, why. It was quite a bit in depth. Getting a little bit too much wobble from that optical stabilization, so I'll turn that off. But then it sees the vibration when I move around. You know, I really wish I could be at this spot for a static fire, but I know they will not allow that. I still see some vehicles down there near that area. And sorry, I'm going to do some crunching here. You know, I am on solid ground. I'm not sure why stepping back is causing the camera to vibrate, but sorry for the crunching. Like I said, I was going to grab dinner for my birthday. I was going to grab something special. Then I heard about this and I turned around and came back. If I knew it would take this long, that I'd be live streaming for almost 2 hours before they start to even do anything, I probably would have went and had my birthday dinner. But But it is what it is. So I had my sandwich with lunch. That was nice. My God, the food here at SpaceX is incredible. I have eaten at the restaurant. It's not open to the public. But they have great food. These employees have it made. If you can get a job at SpaceX, get a job at SpaceX. It's a lot of hard hours, a lot of work, but they treat their employees like they're supposed to treat employees. And that's what really matters. I've had a lot of jobs of a lot of companies, worked for a lot of people. And it's about who you work for. I have had jobs with guys who are not did things that they should not do. I mean, somebody would bring a computer in with a better processor than he had, and he would, I don't like the way that wobbles too much there. I want to turn that back on. He would actually have us remove that processor and put it in his computer and modify the BIOS to report the old processor so they wouldn't know. Stuff like that. And those employees I do not appreciate. Employers. And most of the time, the checks he wrote bounced. So it was hard to get paid. But that was also because of another employee that liked to save all of his checks and then go cash them all at once whenever he pissed them off. So he'll have like 4 months of payroll checks. He'll get mad and go to the bank and cash them all at once and wipe out his checking account. Just his way of messing with them. Now, if you're doing your stuff correctly, you should know how much you have in your account. And you should not, spend more than what you should. But he liked messing with him like that. And then I worked for a guy, Vince Stransky was his name, for Eastern Computers in Maryland. Now that was an employer, he did not feel like an employer. Did not feel like a boss. A great person to work for. We both were like right on the same page on everything. We'll go do a cabling job somewhere. I'll go east of the site, he'll go west of the site. We'll meet in the middle. Didn't even really have to say anything. We just got it done. It was the same thing in the office, we just clicked very easily. And I remember one time him give me a bonus check out of the blue, and I look at it, and I'm asking, what the hell is this? And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And he takes it, he tears it up, and he writes another one 4 times more. You know, I'm like, you know, wow, okay. Very nice guy about that. And even at the time, I bought a car from a car dealership up there that they had sand in the transmission, so just run long enough to buy it. And after about 4 days, it just kind of conked out. So he let me use the company van whenever I want it, which was good. So I just drove the company van around, and then when I was leaving Maryland and coming down to Louisiana, I was giving him the keys to the van, and he actually told me I could take the van. I didn't, of course. It was a nice offer, but you know, it was unexpected. And he was a cool guy to work for. Like I said, it did not feel like I was working for anybody. It felt really fun to work there. And he had his head on straight. He had his game plan. Every Saturday he had the same thing for lunch. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, Little Debbie oatmeal cream pie. I think it was a Coke. But it's the same thing every day. And he just was putting money away to retire. Lived in West Virginia. James, if you're still there, did it go up anymore? I am trying to see if it's slowly going up or not. It's so hard to make out. Yes, it is lifting. It is going up. So we have the Starship going up now. It is moving up pretty fast. It is visible now. So I'll swap the stream over here to the here. That's a wide screen as it's going up. They got a lot of spotlights on out there, so we do have a lift. If I can just tweet that out, it would be nice. Yes, she is going up. A like and a subscribe would be nice, yes. Thank you, Nightbot. So we do have the starship rising up. The thing I don't want to hear right now is metal breaking. Do we know if this starship still has the engines on it, or did they take those engines off? Do we know if the starship is doing this just with the chopsticks? Or do we have Spider-Man pulling up? It's almost about the same height as the booster. It's hard to make out the nose of that at nighttime. But you can see some of the light shining off of that. Looks like we have the drone flying around down there near the bottom. Getting those great pictures that only SpaceX has. And do we have another drone? What is that other one? That was a pretty bright. I see 1, 2, 3 drones. At least I'm hoping those are drones and not UFOs checking out what the crazy Elon Musk is doing. Trying to figure out if he's a threat or not. And I'm pretty sure for Elon Musk's presentation, we're going to see a lot of this footage. There's still a lot of traffic down there. Still have a lot of the drones flying around there. As the drones are buzzing around, I see 1, 2, 3 drones. So you're live here with Mars Embassy at SpaceX Boca Chica as we're watching history being made. The first ever lifting of a starship with chopsticks took place on top of the booster. Proving the concept of these chopsticks, which everybody thought was crazy, might not be a bad idea. So we still have all engines installed. Good old Lab Padre has a nice camera right there at the pad so they can look up the skirt. Shame on them. A little hard to see now because, well, the spotlight's on the ground. And this ship is quite high up. And my God, someone is hauling ass down to the pad. I hope that's not some YouTuber. Because they're driving much too fast. So next, once it gets up there, they need to swing it around over top of the booster and set it down. James is reporting it has stopped. Now, I do want to remind you, if it has gotten stuck here or stopped here for some reason, it looks like the area they were working on the other day on the tracks there. So they may have issues with that section of the tracks. For whatever reason. We see a lot of cars trying to get down the pad, a lot of cars coming back. A lot of police vehicles. I'm not sure what's going on down there. I have a bad feeling it's a bunch of people trying to get down there to see this happening live. I do have the blinder on the camera lens, but those police lights are so bright. That lens is picking them up too much. I don't know if there's something I can do about that. Well, yeah, I can hold this rag out, but that's going to kill my arm. So yeah, the reason why there's a kind of a blue tinge flashing, that's from the police vehicles lights. Zoom back in on there. It's very hard to make out the starship right now. Yeah, I kind of feel like people are trying to crash the party. There are some, YouTube channels out there that really, they are doing everything they can to keep viewers and what have you. I know you said it stopped, but it looks like it went back up some more. Did it? Because it kind of looks like it is now about... Yeah, I do think it has finished or continued on. Because it now appears to be about the same height as the booster as far as the bottom goes. So it looks like it could swing over now. Zoom out a little bit and all the way in with this camera. because it does look like it is as close to the same height as that booster is. Crank that aperture up a little more there. Yeah, now we got people down here going in the trunk. Looks like the people that was running crazy down the street there were people trying to get footage. Now they're near me, trying to get their camera equipment out of the trunk and stuff. Sorry y'all late to the party. I want to thank all my viewers for hanging out with me. Yeah, and you can, if you see the cam there, James, on my camera, the base looks like it's about where the top of the booster is. And if you look at this camera here, you can see it is almost all the way up on my cam. What would really be epic is to, right when they mount it, do a fireworks show. I do want to thank y'all for joining me. Now they need to swing it over, line it up, and set it down the booster. Now it looks like a lot of the vehicles have no longer diverging on the pad. And judging by the number of the cars that are down here on the side of the road near me now, I would have to say all those people driving crazy were some YouTubers missing out. Oh, I got to check out the Elon's tweets later. It would be nice if we could fly drones and fly them down there ourselves, but no, we can't. Well, this kind of makes for a nice end for my birthday. Getting to see these chopsticks working. I think I see the tweet you were talking about. So maybe I can get some sleep tonight before I gotta take someone to the airport. It's so hard to see anything with the lack of spotlights there. Thank you for tuning in to Mars Embassy. I am Keith Wisner, U.S. Coast Guard veteran. Been out here watching SpaceX since October 2020. That's when I first came down here, and I just haven't left yet. Still staying in a hotel, doing everything I can to try to get better equipment, to give y'all better footage and better coverage on the times that I can. Again, tonight I am doing this. I have spent most of the day doing this as well. And it is my birthday, so this is how I spent my birthday. I was going to go and have dinner, but I've been out here instead. It's kind of funny to see that drone go by underneath the Mars Embassy logo. As if it's a UFO. If anybody likes to doodle and do stuff with Photoshop or what have you, and want to make me a new logo, I would really love it. Now, if any of y'all have been to the South Padre Island, that's where you can go to watch the launches from when they were having them. But there is a condo there. Right when you get on the island, you'll see some big green lights. It's called the Sapphire Towers. And to let you know, that is a very large condos. I can't remember exactly how many floors it was. And I'm not going to really try try to find it, but oddly enough, they have a 13th floor, which is not normal in the United States, but they don't have a 12th floor. I'm not sure why that is. But what I was trying to say is that the Starship and the booster, when they're both stacked, come 10 feet short of that tower. So if you've ever seen that tower, that gives you a little bit of idea how big this Starship is. Now, lifting it straight up is one thing. Moving it side to side is going to be another thing, because that's a lot of weight. And once you get something like that moving, it can swing a lot. And that will put a lot of stress on those chopsticks. Now, I know that that they test the chopsticks with water bag balances. So they know the chopsticks can hold weight. I don't recall, did they go left and right with those chopsticks? Or they just lift it straight up? And I know Elon's down there, he's ecstatic as can be. This is his baby. I would love to be down there and see Elon's reaction. I am so proud of everything that Elon Musk has done. The drones are hovering all around. They're just completely buzzing the starship. Now we just got to swing it around. I don't know if you were here earlier, James, but Lab Padre has, if you were a member, and I think it has to be a certain level member, but they do have a VR camera set up, which is something I kind of wanted to do, but never could get the money to do it. That certain members can actually access to that, and it's a full 360 view over there from the pad, so you can actually look around and see everything. It'd be kind of fun to jump down onto that and watch Elon personally. They saw him out there at 6:30. So he's very excited about this. My feet are a little wet from the dew and the grass. I do have my cameras recording. So I may, yeah, I heard it was free today. They're trying to get some people, paying members to have access to that. Which I kind of, why push it only for paid members? I don't know. I understand it, but if no one pays, they're still using it. It looks like the Starship is swinging around now. Yes, it is going around the tower. Or at least it appears to be to me. So it's, yeah, it definitely is. It's swinging over towards the booster now. This one's not as bright. It's only at f13, while the other one's at f6.3. But with the magnification of this lens, it's the best it can do. So it's good that it's not swaying. But they do have to move it slowly, because like I say, if you get motion on that ship, that would not be good. because an object once in motion tends to stay in motion. It's very hard to see anything. Yeah, Elon just tweeted a drone video too. I'm afraid I can't see the starship too well from this angle. There's just not enough light on it. Well, I see the aft fin, or aft flap. Sorry for the crunching. And it's almost there. I sure wish they would have done this in the daytime. Today would have been nice. It was so beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. Even right now, with the moon above SpaceX. Looks like they're lined up now. Yes, it looks like it's finished translating. Now they just need to lower it. How does that view look, James? So it looks like they got the starship on top of the booster. If I'm seeing that properly. Drones flying all around. Getting those great pictures for Elon. So we finally had the full stack here. So what do you think, James? Are we done for the night, or are they still haven't finished yet? So many drones flying around. Thank you for joining me, James. I know you're kind of busy up there. It's almost 11:30. I have about 45 minutes to get back to the hotel and only a few hours of sleep. Or I can take someone to the hotel or to the airport in the morning at 4:30. Not done yet? Okay. I need to switch over to this other camera here, because the other one is about to run out of space. I got to delete some video from this morning to make room. I have not made it back to the hotel to be able to pull stuff off the cards, and I don't have money to buy other cards. The cards this camera uses is quite expensive. $140 just for one of them. Okay, back to the other camera here. With it connected, click the disconnect arm first, then set it down? I thought you would set it down first, then hook up the quick disconnect arm. So is the quick disconnect arm actually hooking to the booster? No, I guess they got the connections there at the top of the booster to fuel the Starship, so yeah. I kind of pictured that quick disconnect arm to connect to the Starship itself. But I guess it's connecting to the bottom of the Starship through the top of the booster. Sorry, this image is a little darker. But it's a little closer. Sorry about that. So why do they call it the face hugger when it's kind of hugging the butt? I know, because it looks like something out of Aliens. I'm going to try to keep going here for a few minutes more. Hopefully they can get it done quickly. It's really hard for me to see anything from here. It's so dark. Camera's trying to pull in as much light to see things as it can. I'm going to try to carry the bags to the car while we wait for them to do that. And then we'll carry this stuff individually afterwards. The dew is getting kind of bad out here. And my legs are giving me issues. I had the bruise from the fall I took the other Sunday I was out here. Side of the road. I think I might have cracked or chipped a bone. Really done much. I still have a 45-minute drive back to the hotel. Those extra lights are those part of the quick disconnect? How far does it got to go? Yeah, I feel the same way. My tank is about done too, but I got a 45-minute drive before I can go to bed, and then I got to get up at 4 a.m. to drive someone an hour to the airport. It has been a long day. Come on, let's mate this booger. From this view here, how much of that is a gap? And I'm trying to see if I can see it moving. So if that's a big gap, that's a lot of feet for this distance. Well, you're welcome. I do try. It's hard to find the time. A like and subscribe would be really nice. Donations do help. I do have to work for a living to try to make money. If I get donations, I don't have to work as hard. I don't need a lot of money. My goal is usually $100 a day. But I've made zero today. It was my birthday. My birthday will be over in about 9 minutes. I really wish that they would have done this in the daytime. Would have been nice to see this clearly. And I wonder what OSHA thinks about them doing this late at night like this. Thank you, Scott. I'm trying. I'm very tired. Been out here for a long time, a little over 3 hours. I haven't made it back to the hotel yet today, so I haven't been able to unload what I have on the cards. So I'm running out of space. I was planning to go have dinner this afternoon for my birthday, but wound up coming out here to watch this. So it's been a long night. My legs are killing me. My feet are cold and wet from this dampness out here. My face is burnt from being out here all day waiting for this. I am hoping this is almost done. Last update from James was it has a few more feet to go. But I don't know if he's went to bed or not. So I don't know if you're there still, James. In any case, I have about 5 more minutes here, and I'm going to have to shut it down because I need to get back to the hotel and get some sleep because I got to get up at 4 in the morning to give someone a ride to the airport, which is not going to be easy. So I need to get some sleep. I am completely exhausted from being out here all day. And I hope y'all understand. I am doing this whenever I have time. It all comes out of my own pocket. All the equipment I use is equipment that I paid for money that I've made while driving Uber. And now doing Uber Eats, waiting for my car to get fixed yet again. I'm trying to keep the stream going as long as I can here. I know James said his tank was empty. He has to go to bed. I think he's asleep now. I'm half asleep as it is. So if I can get out of here in 15 minutes, I can get back to the hotel by 1 in the morning. That gives me 3 hours of sleep. I don't like having that little bit of sleep. A like and subscribe would be nice. Any donations help. If anybody gave any super chats, I don't know. I don't see those on this device. I'll have to log in on my phone. I don't think there's been any super chats tonight, but that's okay. YouTube gets most of that money anyway. I think we peaked out to maybe 3 or 4 viewers, maybe 5 max. I appreciate the few of y'all who do join and watch. It's better than no one showing up. Right now I have about 4 minutes left for recording space on this camera. I don't have any more XQD cards. I don't know if it will let itself record onto the SD card. Drone flying by there, getting some final pictures. I'm trying to hang out as long as I can for this. We've had the lift. And last we heard the XD arms. Have been connected. Had quite a bit of dew building up on that lens. It might have been the reason why I was getting such a lousy image before. I did order a lens heater to help prevent that. It was actually delivered today, but I have not been back to get it yet, so that would have been handy tonight. Anyway, my cameras are out of space. I can barely stand up. So I'm going to take one camera and leave this one running while I take this camera back to the car and the tripod. So if anybody is still here watching, please say hi in chat so I know. If you are still awake, James, and there, please let me know if you see any more updates there. Yeah, wow, that lens is getting covered in dew quickly. Okay. I'm going to be back for the rest of this equipment. In a couple of minutes. If y'all hear me scream, it's because I fell down. Because I'm trying to walk through a field at nighttime in the dark. With one leg that's giving me issues. I'm just hoping not to step into any cactuses. Which would not be good. Okay. I thank all for joining me. Around for the ones and for the ones who decide to watch later. You can rewatch it. Just chit chat about anything. I do appreciate all the likes and everything else. It does look like it's as close to down as it can be. Or as close as I can see. Until then, y'all have a nice night. I am going to drive home or back to the hotel and try to get some sleep. Thank y'all again for joining. Have a wonderful evening. And a wonderful morning.